YouTube, I'm back with another video. I'm Kadeem, if y'all don't know. If you like trucking content, hit the subscribe button. If you like trucking content, hit the subscribe button. Man, join the family. If you plan on getting your CDL, if you're striving to get it, keep going. But this is the channel for you if you like trucking content. So y'all can see I'm at the gas pump at one of my stops. This is where I always get gas at normally. But today's video, I'm gonna tell y'all on the best over-the-road jobs that you can start with or transfer to if you're already over the road. It's thousands of over-the-road jobs, thousands of over-the-road companies you can go to. I looked up a couple of them and seen their best options on what I would like or what I would apply to. So the first one that I would go to personally is US Express. I see a lot of those trucks on the highway. When I'm on the highway, I see a lot of those. And a couple key things that stuck out to me with US Express is they pay between 56 cents per mile and 60 cents per mile. That's pretty decent. You know, starting off for you in your first year of your CDL, that's pretty decent. Like over the road job, I was getting paid like 47 cents per mile. So that's a little bit of jump of what I was getting paid for when I first started. Solo drivers average 2,200 miles per week, which is pretty good. When I was over the road, my average was 2,000 to 2,500 miles per week. Pretty good, you feel me? That's a lot of miles when you think about it, but some people do 3,000, 4,000 miles per week. I feel like that's pretty decent, 2,200 miles. They also do team driving, which is great. If you don't want to be on the road by yourself, find a person you can team drive with, which I recommend because you got people to help you back up, you know, when you got to back into those truck stops. You got a partner that can take over if you get sleepy, a partner that you drive half, they drive half, and you get paid more because you can travel more, you can travel longer. You do 10 hours, you can have your other person do the other 10 hours. So you get paid more when you do team driving. They also had a $15,000 sign-on bonus that I seen when I was looking online for US Express. So I think that's hell of a good sign-on bonus, bro. They say you can't bring a pet or a rider. I know a lot of people got pets and stuff, and a lot of people like to bring a person in the truck, which I think makes it easier to go over the roads. I do know a company that didn't allow no pets, no riders. Like, to me, that's insane. You asked me to commit my life on the road, but I can't bring a pet or a rider. Like, that's crazy. They do have a $7,000 tuition reimbursement. So I believe, like, if you go to trucking school or something, they will reimburse you for going to trucking school. So say like a $7,000 tuition reimbursement, which is great. You want to get your money back. Your school costs between like $5,000 and $7,000. So I think that's great that they will give you reimbursement. They also say you get consistent miles and a consistent paycheck. So I believe that's what everybody wants. You want consistent miles every week. You want a consistent paycheck. You don't want your miles going up and down. One week you don't get enough miles. The next week you do get enough miles. It's all over the place where you can get consistent pay and consistent miles. I definitely recommend it. They have newer equipment, which is great. Older trucks seem to break down a lot. So if they got newer equipment, you could break those trucks in. The beds, everything in there is kind of new, a new feeling. They do have newer trucks I hear at US Express. So it is new trucks that break down though. Also, it depends on what it is. Which one would you rather have, an old truck or a new truck? Me, I'd rather have a new truck. So that is my recommendation for US Express. Those are the key things that stood out to me. A second company I recommend is Warner. I see Warner on the road a lot also. Of course, every company got their pros, cons. No company is perfect, but I've seen that Warner pays between $77,000 and like $110,000 per year, which is pretty good. That is pretty good. Making between $77,000 and $110,000 money, good, decent money. So they do say they start off at that amount of pay. I do know you must be 21 years old to drive for Warner. You gotta be 21 years old. Some states let you do 18 years old, but it's rare. They let you be 18 years old to drive for them. So you do have to have a minimum of 3 months experience to work for Warner, which is nothing, really a breeze. Most companies want you to have a year or two of experience. So you can go get 3 months experience somewhere and then go to Warner. Like, that's what I recommend doing. 3 months of experience versus compared to everybody else asking a year or 2, 3 years of experience. That's a breeze. You can do dedicated, over the road, or regional when you go to Warner. I like that they have 3 different options. They don't just have over the road, or they don't just have local. You could do regional, where you could do over the road, where you all over the US. You can do local, or you could do a dedicated route where you run the same route every week. It's just all up to your preference, but you can do dedicated, over the road, or regional. That's a good choice. You got options. I think that's a good thing about Warner. You can do team driving. You don't want to drive by yourself. You don't want to be on the road all alone by yourself. Do team driving. You make more money. You have somebody to talk to. You got somebody to help you backing up. It's a lot of key factors in team driving. You just got to make sure you have the right person when you team driving, because you got to think you living in a truck with somebody. That's a small confined space that you got to stay with somebody. That's like living in a small apartment with somebody. Make sure you find the right person when you team driving. That's very important, or you will hate it. So Werner also have a sign-on bonus, and they do have tuition reimbursement. I think sign-on bonuses are great. Most companies though, you don't get that sign-on bonus all at once. They split it up throughout the time that you're working for them. So a lot of people think you probably get that sign-on bonus at the beginning, but you really don't. Most companies split it up into payments, but you do get a sign-on bonus. So that's, you go to CDL school or whatnot, they will reimburse you for your tuition. So that's great. You get your money back. They also got 401k, so that is great. You get a retirement plan when you're working for them, which everybody needs a retirement plan, or at least most people do. They have life insurance. Driving these big trucks, you really do need to have life insurance on you. These trucks are dangerous in the wintertime, especially. Cold out here, man, but I'm out here making this video for y'all because I want y'all to choose the right companies. Make sure your company has life insurance. These trucks are dangerous. Anything could go wrong. There have been deadly accidents, so get life insurance. $150 a day orientation, which is great. You get paid during orientation. $150 a day is pretty good. They do have employee stock purchase plans. So if you don't know stocks, you should invest in stocks. That is how you make money in your sleep. So you should always invest in stocks. Look into that, look into learning that. So if a company lets you buy stocks, I recommend you buying stocks from them. As long as that company is like a profitable company, I believe you should buy stocks from them. So the next company that I'm gonna tell y'all about is Western Express. Western Express, I see them on the road a lot also. They start out at about 48 cents per mile, which is pretty decent. That's what I started at when I started over the road. 48 cents per mile is not much, but it's something, especially when you just starting out. So 48 cents per mile, you decide if you wanna, take that or not. Nobody's gonna put a gun to your head and make you take that. So it does increase to 53 cents per mile in that first year, which is great. So it does have an increase, in your first year. I'm pretty sure as long as you have like no accidents and stuff like that, it will increase. You can choose flatbed, or you could choose 100% no touch freight, which is great. I like the 100% no touch freight. I've never drove a flatbed. That is all your preference on what you want to do. They do have 100% no touch freight, which I like to do. You just drop and hook truck, they unload that wherever you go. So they do also have that option, so that you get home every 12 to 16 days, which I think is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That is a long time to be out on the road. But some people like to be out on the road like that. You make a lot more money, but me, I prefer to be home every week. If I'm over the road, I'm not gonna stay out no 12 to 16 days, but that is a key thing with Western Express. They said you have to be out 12 to 16 days. So you gotta decide if you wanna do that or not. Me, I'm probably good on that. Say you can't get home every week if you do regionals. That's over the road, 12 to 16 days. So you can do regional and be home every week, which is great too. So you can choose regional. They do have options for you that you can choose from. I recommend y'all weighing out y'all options and choosing the best that fits your life, not nobody else's life, but that fits your life. Your at-home life, all that. Take into consideration. Say recent grads can make up to 80,000 per year, which is pretty good. That's pretty good, decent money. They say make up to, they not guaranteeing you that. They just telling you if you run probably like your brains out, you gonna make 80,000 a year. I had to learn that kind of talk that they do at these companies. So when they say make up to, you hit that max, that's what you can make. If you work hard, if you run them trucks through the ground, that's what you can make. So they do have a pet and rider policy, which I like. Like again, you can bring a pet or you can bring a rider, which makes you more comfortable when you over the road or you regional, you driving these big trucks. I do like companies that let you have the pet and rider. Cautious too when you bring in a rider, that these trucks are dangerous. Accidents happen. You gotta make sure you really know how to drive these trucks when you bring in a pet or a rider, bro, because this is dangerous. And you have somebody in the truck with you, which kind of distracts you from the road. So you gotta stay focused. That's they do have tuition reimbursement in grad, so you will get your money back graduating CDL school. So I like companies that give you your money back when you go to CDL school. So they also have 401k and dental health, all those benefits, which you need your benefits when you're working for these jobs. Those are your options. I just gave y'all 3 companies, thousands of jobs out there, thousands of companies that you can choose from, but I gave you 3 that I feel like is pretty decent. So do your own research, man. Look up some more companies. Apply to who fits best to your needs. It's all about you, your needs, bro, nobody else. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all got some good info, some value from this. And choose the best company that fits you, man. I'm somewhere where I love, I found someone. I had to go through a couple companies, but I finally found someone. Yeah, so y'all can see, like I always show y'all these big trucks. If I can do it, I promise you, y'all can do it. Y'all can drive these big trucks. I will see y'all in the next video. I'm dropping game, I'm gonna drop knowledge. I'm gonna keep trying to help y'all find a company that's for y'all. I got my gas, but I'm about to go to my next stop. It's cold out here, man. I will see y'all in the next video though.